Nation's Attic, finding authentic, antique, vintage diving helmets from the depths of the sea and the internet, serving the collector, investor, and museums worldwide. Nation's Attic is your source for what others want.
Hi, my name is Don, owner of the Nation's Attic, and we have for sale today, straight from World War II, the classic United States Navy Mark V diving helmet. Now, this particular helmet was made by the Morse Diving Equipment Company, and it's dated May of 1945. Now, Nation's Attic handles more of these authentic Mark V's than anyone else in the world, but rarely do we find such a time capsule as this one. Now, as we zoom into the helmet, you'll first notice that it predominantly has a gray look to it. And Mark V's, originally from the factory before and after World War II, had what's called a tinning applied to them. And this tinning covered the entire copper body of the helmet, and that helped prevent saltwater corrosion to the copper body of the helmet, and sometimes as well as the brass hardware as well. Now, most of the time this tinning is long gone from use, from polish, that sort of thing, but this particular helmet has almost all of its original tinning still on it. Rarely ever seen like this. Now, in addition to the original tinning, this helmet is a complete serial numbers matching example. Now, on Morse helmets from World War II, the serial numbers would be located at the neck ring right here. There would be one on the top, or the bonnet neck ring, and one on the bottom on the breastplate neck ring. So both of those numbers are clearly visible. Now, Morse would also serial number each one of the 4 brails on the helmet. All 4 of the brails on this particular helmet are matching. They're the same serial number as what's on the neck ring. Now, below the neck ring right here is the Morse identification plate. Now, later on in the war, Morse would use a lead identification plate like this one. And they would have the date, which is clear on this one, May of 1945. They would also have another stamp right here for a serial number. Now, this number is different from what was put on the neck ring and on the brails. And this is more or less a batch number that Morse used for internal records, and the actual serial number of the helmet would be up here on the neck ring and on the brails. Now, in addition to all the serial numbers matching, this helmet is about as complete as we're ever going to turn up. All 12 of the wing nuts are present. All 4 of the brails are here. We've got an original non-return valve still on the back of the helmet. The dumbbell safety lever is intact, and what's always missing, but in this case is present, is the brass chain and cotter pin there as well. Just a wonderful piece, one that you just rarely see complete, so this one's a real treat to handle. Under each one of the 4 flanged wing nuts, we've got the copper plates here. Once again, those pieces are always missing, but they were here intact when we found the helmet. Original thick glass behind all the original guards. We've got original screws still in place. All the valves, the exhaust valve, the spitcock valve are in place as well. Now, overall, the helmet could be considered in excellent original condition. There's one dent of note on the top up here. There's a few other shallow dents, but none of these are visually an issue on this helmet at all. But at least the one dent here is worth mentioning, but relatively minor. As they say, these helmets are only original once, and this particular one is exactly that. It has the look, it has a feel. It's a wonderful, wonderful piece for display, and also an excellent investment piece as well. You're either going to find it like this, which is extremely rare, or you're going to find helmets where all the tinning's gone, maybe it's been polished, or pieces or parts are missing. Now, out of the 4 makers of the Mark V during World War II, by far and wide the hardest manufacturer to find is the Miller Dunn company. Now, right after Miller Dunn, the Morse Diving Equipment examples are actually the next most difficult to find. While they were a big company that was around well before World War II and well after, for various reasons, their contracts with the Navy were relatively small compared to Schrader and DESCO as well. Now, Nation's Attic, as we mentioned, sells more of these authentic Mark V's than anyone else in the world. And we can ship these helmets anywhere and have them professionally packed and get them there safely to you as well. We're a full-time corporation. We're sponsoring members of the Historical Diving Society here in the United States, and we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. If you'd like to give us a call, our country code is 1, area code 316, and our main number is 371-1828. You can also text us at that same number as well. Our email address is helmets@nationsattic.com, and our URL is oldhelmet.com. Once again, my name is Don with Nation's Attic, and I look forward to hearing from you.